it in my purview or anything I can do anything about. Even if I were to talk about it, what can I talk about?
Out of nowhere, feel the cock slap of democracy across your face. So, another thing to note is that, like I stated, the majority of Yogwai that were met during the journey to the West were actually gods or immortals that were punished by the Jade Emperor to relive the mortal cycle for several lifetimes. These spider Yogwai were actually examples of that because one of them, the eldest sister, was guardian to the mountains, and it was only because an involvement with Chubashi that she was punished and became, along with her sisters, the three saints that were actually spider Yogwai.
Straight up, I'll go put on an orange gi and be Krillin. Oh, welcome to the temple. Come out of nowhere, start saying shit like from Lao Tzu. A bowl is most useful when it is empty.
Glorious!
Kidding. Anyways.
Oh God! 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 More spiders. Lots more spiders. What's behind me? That's behind me! That's what's fucking behind me! Okay. Make sure mic is still up. Yes. Alrighty then. What's up, everybody? Give me 1 second and we'll be like fully live on the TikToks and everything. I just want to do one thing real quickly. All right. Okay. Here we go. Now we're live on everything. Alrighty then, everybody. Hello and welcome to another stream where we're continuing on with our Monster Hunter Stories gameplay. We actually saw the monster that is essentially responsible for these rage rays, and it was eating Rathalos. That was disturbing. Alright, so now we've got to go report this. And we can also fly. Ooh. Ivory Lagiactress. Alright, I'm gonna attempt this again. I kinda want the Ivory Lagiactress. Actually, no, not enough to... Yeah, no, I need to heal first, so we'll go back, and then we'll come back out and try to fight that thing. But once again, welcome everybody. I do hope you're having a good day. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Grievous Dew. Blue Zone. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard. I should be able to get all that done. Ooh, yes. You know, we'll go with the luck. I only have one of those. So you know what? We're not going to go with one of those. We're just going to... We'll go without.
Shall we take a look?
This one is a very cute. I don't know. I like it. That's why I don't skip these.
What will it be? I have a good feeling.
Do you now? Ooh, half moon.
Half moon.
Alright, so we'll get some stuff. Alright, now let's see. Is there any quests that I need to turn in before we go any further? Trying to make sure we didn't miss anything. You're not down here. You're not down here. Alright, so we didn't miss turning in any quests. We're good. Make sure that's not too loud. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, you. Crystal Depths. Alright. Wow, so we're not even gonna mention the fact that we saw the creature that was the source of the rage rays? Alright. We're just glazing over that. Fine. Whatever. Well, I mean, I guess, what the fuck is this village gonna do about it? There is that to consider.
Welcome.
Okay.
How can I help?
Just gonna buy a bunch of these. No, I got plenty of paintballs, so we're good with that. I brought a couple of these, because I might actually use them.
Wonderful.
Alright, now. Blacksmith.
Welcome. How can I help?
Yeah, I gotta make this. Life's good, Faded Melon. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining me, and holy shit, we're up to 1,200 likes already. Thank you so much for that on the TikTok side. Huh. Sweet. What does the AFG stands for? It stands for what my name used to be, which is Asian Fascia Gamer.
Now I'm just known as Faja, and I use AFG as essentially the LLC that I post my content under. See, just playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Okay. Can I make this? I cannot. That's fine. Oh, that looks kind of badass. Although I'm gonna go with my favorite. How many do we need? Only 6. There we go. Can I upgrade? Right. No. Now I have to find an Astala. Yeah. Really shouldn't have said I do this 8 day work week. Holy crap. And Faded Melon, thank you so much for those roses. I do appreciate it. Let's see, gotta make that money, baby. Hey, I get it. No, I get it. Trust me. The game is Monster Hunter Stories 2. Huh, do we have any eggs to hatch? Yes, we do have eggs to hatch. It's a good game. I played it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I'm hoping that in the next month or so, I'll be able to save up enough money to get Monster Hunter Stories 3, which comes out. Well, actually, I think it already has come out. Okay. 2 of the monsters that I actually do want, I believe. Next week, I think. Damn. Yay. Brute Tigrex. Take that one. And this one is a Zenogre, I believe. Yes! Right, now I need to add those 2 to my monster party as soon as I can. So I'll a speed and a power easily. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I need to get some actual rainbow genes in here for that. Alright, what about you? Yeah, I don't think I need that. Yeah, no, we're gonna wait. Alright, so... You know what? That's what we can do. Alright, we're going... here. Adding you and you. Jump, dash, ivy, climb, stealth. Ooh, yes, actually, those are all going to be pretty useful. XP enthusiast, depart. Go for it. Now we can level those ones up. And Faded Melon, thank you so much for those roses. If I didn't already say that, I appreciate it. Alright, so we latch the eggs. Let's go. We're going out there. Yeah, we got our hearts. Ah, fuck! Oh, whatever. How are you doing? Next week, I think. Yep, sorry. Oh, wait, I already read that. But I am doing well if I didn't answer that, Large Moose. I hope you're doing good, at least, and taking care of yourself, even though you decided to do an 8-day work week. I mean, money, but damn, dude. I've done that to myself, too, so I don't really have anywhere to say. And what's up, also known as Tiger? Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And holy shit, we're already up to 2,500 likes. I really do appreciate that. Sorry. Yeah, 2,200 likes, not 2,500. Either way, I appreciate it, and thank you so much for that. Alright, going after you, and hopefully we can actually get the egg from this one. Because I kind of want the egg from this one. Paintball. 2 people left and another got sick. Ooh. That sucks. But I know the pain. I know the pain. It's happened. And it's probably going to happen sometime soon because there's somebody at my work that has hinted at the fact that they may or may not have gotten an interview for another job. Alright, so they are speed. We'll have to keep that in mind. So with speed, we need technical. I'm gonna bring you out. Yeah, no, I'm gonna use the item while I can. Paintball. Power of paintball. Thank you, Dark Lord. Appreciate that. You have a good one as well. And now it's Matt. So it's gonna probably go from speed to power. So we need a speed attacker. Oh wait, and switching weapons. There we go. Much better. Haha, I was right. Oh no. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Really? You're just gonna... Yeah, no. We're not just doing that. Name of the game is Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. And of course, if you are on since you are on TikTok, keep in mind, if you put your phone on landscape, you'll be able to get a better view of the game. You know what? Take that. Alright, you're killing me here. I don't know why you're doing that. go. Hey. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you so much for liking the live and for hanging out today. Alright, right on. No, we're not gonna waste time. Because I know I wanna go for this attack. Maximum. Well, technically not maximum damage, but close enough to maximum damage. Just stopping by really fast. I appreciate that, London. I do hope things are going well with your art and everything, and thank you. Really. Appreciate you, my friend. Happy to see you're doing well. How's the doggo? Mocha is doing alright. You know, I've had to reduce her feedings a little bit just because she definitely has been putting on a little bit of weight, so we're going to do a little bit more activities and reduce feedings. Just a little bit, obviously not too much, because we don't want to starve her. That's just me. I hope things are going well with you too. Aw, thank you. Mocha's my best friend. Well, goody, now you're angry. So you're probably going to be a technical fighter now. You've come so far, I'm so damn happy for you. Thank you, London. I know, I'm beyond grateful, and it's honestly thanks to all of y'all. Like, people like you, London, and so many people in my community that have supported me. The only reason why I was able to get to this point. So thank y'all. Let's see, I hope you're having a good stream, brother. Also, hope you had a good weekend. Things are going awesome, Fransot. Appreciate that. Wait, why are we doing that? Power attacks. Another power attack. Come on. I need a chance to actually put another paintball onto him. Hey, what's up, Screaming Slimy? Thank you for being here on the Twitch side. Thank you, everybody here on the TikTok side, for getting me to 3,300 likes. And y'all here on the YouTube side, I really appreciate you hanging out, Large Moose and everybody. Please remember to like the live, because it does help me greatly as I am trying to get my YouTube monetized. Let's go bang. Alright. Alright. Now get up and run away. Or not. Well, I guess we'll just have to kill him. It's time for the Falcon Kick. Super dramatic Falcon Kick. Hi, Mocha. Hi, baby. Hi, baby girl. She's a good girl. Go lay down. Go lay down, baby. Watch any movies lately? I would say one of the newest movies that I've watched that is recent would have to be James Gunn's Superman, and I absolutely love that movie. Ah, baby. You love you. Yeah, you're a good girl. Ooh, I actually did make it run away. Alright, Mocha, go lay down, please. Go. Go on. I love you. Is this your favorite game of all time? No. My favorite game of all time is Pokemon Soul Silver. Heard mixed reviews about it. I mean, you can hear mixed reviews about a lot of things. I will say, me personally, I can't speak for anybody else because I'm not them, but I will say for me personally, I absolutely loved it. Is it better to make them run away so you can tame them? I mean, for certain monsters, like the Ivory Lagioctris, I actually really want its eggs, so making it run away gives me a higher chance of getting only its eggs. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get a gold egg. If I'm even luckier, I'll be able to get a rainbow egg. Is this Zelda? No, this is Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin, but this is an interesting thing to consider. The art team that made, or that worked on this, was borrowed from Capcom, from the Nintendo Studios, and that is actually the same art team that worked on Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And that is why you will see a lot of similarities in these games. Although I can't say the same thing for Monster Hunter Stories 3. Is this game a Switch game or a DS game? Monster Hunter Stories 1 was a DS game. Monster Hunter Stories 2, though, was released on the Switch. But also it is available... Actually, oh god. This game is actually available on the Switch, on the PC, and PlayStation, and on Xbox. Do you collect any trading cards? Yes, I actually collect Lorcana cards, and I do have Magic cards, although I am done, for the most part, collecting Magic cards. And I am on PC right now. Hopefully I get Manager or will be able to move to a store closer to my house now that it's reopened. Downside, my favorite person who worked there was technically fired, but he also technically quit. That sucks. You know, it always sucks when like your best friend at work, you know, your work friend, someone who you actually like, is no longer there. It always sucks. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen this game. This is one of, like, Monster Hunter in general as a franchise is one of my favorite game franchises of all time. Come on, give me a gold one. Yes! I'm gonna run away with this, okay? Bye! And it's like, alright, brother, I'm gonna head out. You have a good stream. Keep being you. You're awesome. Oh, thank you, Francois. Or Francois. I appreciate that. You have a good day. And thank you, Valric. I appreciate that. I'm sharing TGIS, so it stops asking every time I get on. Okay, you're sharing. That's why. But I appreciate you being here, Valric. Let's see. I'm genuinely excited for Stories 3. It looks like they put a lot into it. I see a lot of good things, but I've also heard some things that make me, leave me a little bit concerned. That they're kind of backdropping into certain things, because they promised us that one, we would have a lot more monsters that would be able to fly, or at the very least every monster that has wings would be able to fly. It wouldn't have to be a specialized skill. Now I do have to kill some of these monsters for side quests, so we're gonna do that too. Alright, Dark Lord, you have a good one. Be safe taking your dog out, and I appreciate you being here. The reason I picked up those shifts was so I could get the third game, debating if I'm going to pre-order, because I like the bonuses, but I might just wait till Friday, and I get that. That is not what I wanted to do. I screwed up there. Alright. Not mad at it. I hate the green. I gotta get rid of that green Conchu anyways. Really? You're gonna hyper tackle me?
You can celebrate later.
No, you're a technical fighter. So yeah, we need to do more speed attacks. I need speed. No, not speed. I need power. You're a technical fighter. What am I thinking? I'm an idiot. Power. They really upped the style for the third game though, and it looks dope. Not sure if they keep the turn-based gameplay though. I believe it is still the turn-based gameplay, but there are things that you can do, like using skills in the outer world to do attacks. And you can actually kill monsters that are roaming on the outer world doing that, too. Nope. Waiting for Digimon Beat Break to completely over before you watch it. I'm waiting for at least the first season to be over. If it's only going to be one season, then yes, technically, I am waiting for it to be over. Alright, so I need technical. You. Hey, what's up, Aaron is? Thank you so much for being here, and thank you everybody here on the TikTok side, because we're up to 4,400 likes. It's got 20 more episodes. It's at least confirmed to have 49 total episodes. Okay. It'll give me something that I can actually binge. Now, here's a question, Valric. Are the episodes 30 minutes long, or 40 minutes long, or 45 minutes long, or an hour long? My new favorite Digimon is in Beat Break. I know they revealed a lot more Vortex Knight Digimon within Beat Break. 30 minutes, but like 24 since no commercial. Okay. Oh shit. Oh. I was an idiot. Okay. You know what? No. Yeah, I got fainted, but it's okay. We can still do this. I believe in us. I believe in the power of friendship. Do you collect Pokemon cards? No, I don't. The only cards that I collect at the moment are Lorcana cards. Elmo doesn't believe anything, especially Rocco. Because fuck Rocco! Rocco's a piece of shit! I don't know why everybody thinks Rocco's something wonderful to talk about! I'm so goddamn sick of that damn rock! Alright, that was a good attack. I have a goal to collect all the Pokemon in card form, but the card has to be one I like specifically. It doesn't matter rarity. Okay. Do you know if all the Monster Hunter stories games are connected? So far, yes, because there is a direct connection here because you have returning correct characters like Naviru, Cheval, Lilia, Aviana. The only thing is the fact that your character, the main character, is the varying difference. From what we can tell, is Monster Hunter Stories 1 takes place in a completely different region than Monster Hunter Stories 2. And there's a couple of reasons for that, mainly because of the fact that the Rider Village here has no recollection or reverence for the story of Radahn. And that might be because they were a culture of riders that left the mainland or wherever the rider culture began and have so far deviated that they've forgotten that part of the story. Another thing is that this is a few years after the events of Monster Hunter Stories 1, because there's also references to the Black Blight that occurred in Monster Hunter Stories 1. Now, I'm not sure about Monster Hunter Stories 3, and that's mainly because I haven't played it yet, and it doesn't come out until next week. Alright. And what's up, Salinor? Thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. It'd be cool if they took your character from the last game and added you into this one, like the old games used to do, when they recognize save data. There is also the thing that there is some novelty to how they're doing it, though, because Monster Hunter Stories has been somewhat episodic in the way that it releases its narrative in each game. That's the thing that I constantly tell everybody, and it is something that I do enjoy, is the fact that each game might reference, and there are obviously an overworld that these games take place in. Although Monster Hunter Stories is an alternate timeline, or maybe the far past or far future. There is no confirmation one way or the other at the moment. But it is different from the standard Monster Hunter games. So, because of that, I do like the fact that they're, staying in tune with the niche of Monster Hunter, in the fact that each game is independent. You don't need to have played the previous games to understand the current game that you are playing. Like, there's a lot of references to the Black Blight, and, it would give more rise and reverence to characters like Cheval, Lilia, and Naviru, and even Delby, who probably shows up later on, that they exist in this world and why they exist in this world. But the foundational story of Monster Hunter Stories 2 is independent to this character that you are playing, and the story of Red and the mystery of the pits and the rage rays. Alright. I needed to do that because I needed the I needed to kill that for a quest, and I also need to kill that for a quest. Hey, surprise! Alright, well, we didn't surprise it. I'm gonna guess it starts off as power. I could be wrong, but I kind of get the feeling it starts off power. Going to go for the head. Yep, power. And Dystopian Spell, thank you so much for following. I do appreciate it. I'm going to need you to do that while I do this. Alright, I'll go with that. It'll still give me the bonus that I'm looking for. Because I am looking for a specific bonus. Yeah, that's still a good amount of kinship, whatever. Alright, it's pissed. Speed, I'm guessing now? I'm gonna guess speed. What game is this? This is Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. I did just drink water, little boy. Appreciate you letting me know. But remember, everybody, it's important to hydrate. If you haven't drinking anything in the past hour or so, go get yourself something. It's a good idea. Slime charge. Alright. I should probably switch to a different weapon. Yep. I knew it was speed. How the... There we go. Yes! Even better. Let us show it the meaning of pain. Oh look, I already broke those parts. I didn't realize. Hey, Rich Zulu, thank you so much for those finger hearts. I do appreciate it. I just saw those. If I didn't see it, I'm a little late on that. Do you think Kalaman would have loved Megan Thee Stallion? I do. Kalaman would have loved everybody. Kalaman did love everybody. That's the thing. And that's why I don't like... That's one of the... That's on the long laundry list of reasons why I do not like Yggdrasil. Operating system was kind of a bastard. All good vibes, and I appreciate it. I do. Huh. Yeah, we're going for the body. Leslie, if you end the game, start playing co-op quests for rare monsters like Hellblade, Bolt Reaver, Elder Gamma Frost, Soul Seer, Mizune. Digimon Big Break is peak. That's the only thing I'll spoil. Kalaman got done so dirty. Yeah, exactly. And I hate it. I freaking hate it. So I will consider that, but ultimately, I don't know if I'm gonna go further into the end game afterwards, just because my main goal is to go for the story of this game, and I'm gonna move on to .hackgu because my buddy Valric here, who's part of our community and a moderator, donated the entirety of the .hackgu collection for me to play, and I promised him I would play it. But I'm also going back to being a variety content creator, so there's going to be specific days for specific games. One of those games I want to get back into and start playing more on live again is Monster Hunter Wilds. That is definitely one that I am thinking about. That's why homeostasis gave you a gun in Time Strangers. This is my Digivice. It's powered by friendship. This is my Digivice. It's powered by friendship. This is my Digivice. It's powered by my fist and friendship. This is my Digivice. It's a gun. What the fuck? That's how that goes. Alright. You know what? We're just gonna go for the kinship attack. I think we can beat it with that. That is... I just love that in Time Strangers, though. It's just like, your Digivice is a gun! My night's been going pretty damn awesome, Reese. Thank you for asking. How's your night going? And the game is Monster Hunter Stories 2. It is a lot of fun. The new Monster Hunter Stories game, though, Monster Hunter Stories 3, is going to be releasing very soon. I believe it's next week. Alright, now we're back to going after technical. Yeah, you. See you, great, my guy. Just chilling and came across your live. Figured I'd tune in for a while. Well, I appreciate that, Reese. Thank you. And I'm glad to hear that your night's going awesome. Well, going great. I'll have to check this series out. I mean, I believe all of it will be available on the Switch, on Xbox, on PlayStation, and on PC. I'm currently playing it on PC. Imagine a calculator Digivice. We kind of technically got that in Digimon Adventure 02 with the little compendium square thing that was built by Izzy to hold all of the Digimentals. That thing was pretty much a calculator. And thank you for that follow. I really do appreciate it. We're up to 4,700 likes. Thank you all for that. How are you not dead yet?
Celebrate later.
You're really holding on. Finally. Thank you for the follow, Josh. Appreciate y'all for being here. We're up to 4,800 likes. Could Rotom possess a Digivice, and would it still be a Pokemon or a Digimon? So, okay, here's the thing. The digital world, unless of course it is through a long period of prolonged exposure or through some magical means like the world of Witchelney, when you go into the digital world or you interact with Digivices or digital relics from the digital world, you don't automatically become a Digimon. People that went to the digital world didn't become Digimon, but their interaction with the digital world deposited data that allowed for the digital world to evolve and for new species of Digimon to occur. Rotom, the Pokemon, interacting with the Digivice more than likely would result in a new species of Digimon occurring that was that had to do with that interaction. Okay, so we killed that, we killed that, we killed that. Is there anything else? I did, Jake. Thank you so much. And what's up, Shaggy? Yeah, no, I did get all of that figured out. What is this game on? This game is on... Well, right on. Hell yeah, Dead Shadow Lord. I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, Jake. And it was thanks to y'all. It was thanks to my community, all of y'all, that I was able to get that figured out. So thank you. And thank you, Manny and Jake and all of y'all for those gifts. But yeah, I game on a PC. Now I need to get some water. Let's see. So it'd still be a Pokemon, but its children would be Digimon. Makes sense. For lack of a better terminology, yes.
I sense it too.
It's the Nergigante. I'm certain.
Favorite console of all time? GameCube. Hands down. GameCube. Either the GameCube, the N64, or the Game Boy Color. In no particular order. Is there a place to save? And when it comes down to the GameCube, you tell me another system that you can run over with a goddamn truck and it still fucking works. Dropping it off of a 2-story building and it still fucking works. The GameCube library was library. The GameCube library. The GameCube library was sparse, but there were some amazing games on the GameCube. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Mario Sunshine. Oh god, Zelda Wind Waker. I mean, those were the ones that I remembered, that I played so much that they almost fucking broke. Sold my GameCube, I wish I didn't. You and me both. Sonic Adventure Battle, yes, Sonic Adventure 2. Ah, damn, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was amazing. I love that game. The soundtrack for that game was fan-freaking-tastic. Can we run? I don't want to fight you. Oh, yes, the Chow Garden. I love the Chow. You know how many hours I spent in the Chow Garden getting the perfect chows? Getting both a good, an evil, and a neutral Chaos Chow. Like, that was my #1 goal, and I achieved it. And the thing that made me so sad is after I achieved it, I played with them, I had fun. I uploaded them to the Game Boy Advance version of Sonic just to play with them on that as well. The thing that made me sad though is when they died, because it was just like, no, don't go into the cocoon. Don't go into the cocoon. But there was nothing we could do. You saw that silhouette, and they were gone. Resident Evil 4, Pokemon Gale of Darkness, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Hell yeah, yes. It always sucked. Because you spent so much time trying to get, like, your perfect Chow. And unless, of course, you bred them proper, all of that work goes down the drain so fast. Yeah, name another console with a handle on it so you can carry it around from place to place. I think there was actually a suit box, like a suit box Xbox, like the original Xbox. It was a weapon. Oh yeah, no, like I said, the GameCube was unique. Why? Because you could run. Like I said, there was literally. I think you can still find it on YouTube. There was a video where you saw someone run it over with a truck. They threw it over. They threw it off of the two-store building, and it still frickin' worked. See, I'm looking at my purple GameCube under my entertainment system. It needs dusting. The GameCube was a multi-purpose tool. It really was. But I will say, the what is it? The controller of the GameCube, the C-stick, and the standard little joystick got such bad stick drift. They fucking sucked for that. That was the one time, that was like the era where third-party controllers were so much better. Oh shit, wait, we're all warm now. We must get the cooling mist. Where is it? This one. Haha! Now we just gotta find the Nier Gigante. Where are you? I'm currently playing Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. It was the era of invincible tech, right? It was the era where we got the Nokia, the Nokia brick. You could use it to, you know, Break open a windshield in case of emergencies. Back when Nintendo cared, right? Back when Nintendo cared. Huh. I just went around in a fucking circle like an idiot. Nokia, Game Boy, phone Brox, watch, etc. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna fight you. I don't want to fight you right now. Oh. I went right past where I was supposed to go. Why do I do that? Oh, it's because you're in the freaking way. You bastard. Now we're on track. Oh god. It's Black Gravios. I don't think I'm ready to fight that either. Although the implications of that. Wait, really? It was just the... That's all that was there? The mushroom? Alright. We're good this way. Looking for the frickin' Nergigante. Yeah, going down there is just gonna be going around in circles again. Ah, fuck! I do not have the means to fight this thing right now. Actually, no, I do, technically. Huh. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright, so they need speed attacks, so he does power attacks. I just need to get rid of the Conchus first. These things are annoying and they're in the way. You lost to that. Alright, so first off, you. Secondly, no. I haven't played it yet, but I heard Tales of Symphonia was on the GameCube. Oh shit, that's another one. That was a great one. I mean, I really actually just generally enjoy the Tales of franchise as a JRPG, a J action RPG. Because the Tales of games have never really been turn-based. They're a little different. Tales of is one of my main games. Hell yeah, Screaming Slimy. We're going after the stomach. I actually have Tales of Symphonia on PC. Because I got it on Steam. Same for Trails of. Come on, we can do this. Break open his stomach. Let's see, mine was Tales of Xillia 1 and 2. My first Tales of game was Tales of Fantasia. You know, the first one. Now, I didn't play it on the Super Famicom. Now, that's also something that really... That's actually something that's actually very interesting. Tales of Fantasia, as well as Star Ocean, were some of the first few games that actually had recorded voice acting. But they were never available in English, and they weren't available here in the States. They were only released for the Japanese version of the Nintendo known as the Super Famicom. And what's up, Stellar Kitsune? Can't wait for Stories 3 to come out, hell yeah. But yeah, I have not played Tales of Arise, sadly. Alright, come on, get on! That way we can do a dual kinship attack. Just a reminder for anybody that's here on the TikTok side, remember you can turn your phone landscape to be able to get a better view of the game.
Don't miss your chance.
Really? It's still... God damn it. Why is it still standing? Huh. Alright, fine. We are going after your legs. See, and in Stories 3, I'm planning in the future, I'll make videos at rating dual element monsters, beginning with elementless and ending with dragon. Hell yeah. I look forward to seeing those videos, Stellar Kitsune. I hope that you post them in the Discord so that we can all see them. Alright, so I'm guessing technical? So power? Yeah! I'm trying to finish Tales of Vesperia before I play another Tales of game. I get that. Makes sense. Hiya! Take that. Already ready for this. Right on. Going for them legs. Yes, we are on PC. You're almost done with the game. I'm getting close to it. Once we beat this game, we're going to be moving on to .hack GU series, as well as going back to being a variety streamer where we play a multitude of other games, including but not limited to Overwatch and Monster Hunter Wilds. Warframe is a consideration, yes. But at the moment, I only stream 4 days a week, so there is that. I don't know if I want to upgrade to 5 days a week, mainly just because I'm tired and I also want to post stuff on YouTube as well. I am trying to get my YouTube monetized. Alright. We're good. Will you ride on your BC already? Let's see. However, I'll post the videos once it's out for about a month, maybe longer, so I won't spoil it for anybody who's surprised there's monsters on the game. That's very considerate, honestly. We're up to 6,200 likes, and I really do appreciate that, everybody, as well as for all the gifts, and for everybody here on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. For the YouTube side, please remember to like the live because I am trying to get my YouTube monetized, and that helps me greatly. Along with, of course, watching my videos such as the Monster Hunter Wilds series that I am currently posting. Yeah, I am playing the game spoiler free. I don't want to spoil for anybody else. I get that. And like I said, that's very considerate and I appreciate that. Take that!
Well, that's that.
Didn't expect to beat it, but we beat it. Huh? Nah, no, we're just gonna keep going, because we already did that. I want to find either a place to save or Zysnia Gigante. Hey look, it's a Brute Tigrex, and I didn't want to fight it. You are a Sally Silly Bitch Bag for that one. Fun fact, the Black Gravios was in the process of becoming its own species. That's actually really cool. Like, that's fucking really cool. Wait, really? I thought it was a... I don't know why I thought it was speed. Brute Tigrex. Obviously, it would start off with power. I'm an idiot. I wonder what it would have looked like if it actually got to that point. Once it fully evolves, if it ever does. That would be so cool to see. Owl face.
I'm still standing.
Of course you're gonna use Rock Shooter. I hate you for it, but I knew you were gonna do it. Sorry, Cheval, it needed to happen. I'm gonna bet on it being speed now. Bitches, yeah. I was right. Alright, alright. Give me a second. Let me get on. And we're going to do this together. Wait, what? I thought it was down. Oh, whatever. That'll probably still do extra damage. Yeah. Alright. Now then, let's get out a technical fighter. You. We'll use that. It'll still give us a good bonus. Like that. That hurt. Please hit Cheval. Or Rothy. Just not me. Oh crap. Went back to power. Shit. It's okay. At least it's not attacking me. We're good, we're good. And that didn't poison it. Never mind. Now it's back to speed. I'm glad we kept this one. Should be able to actually reach full kinship with that. Yeah. This just seem mean. This does seem a little mean, doesn't it? We do this to it twice. Come on, kill it. Please die.
What a boy.
That was a great kill, too. Alright. Quick heal, and we can keep on moving. Deeper still into the crystal caverns we go. What will we find? Nobody knows. I mean, we know. We're looking for a Nergigante. A lot of people confuse love and limerence. I'm not entirely familiar with the term of limerence. Yeah, got better armor and everything. And Tigrex is my second favorite monster to fight and have as a monster. Yes, Tigrex is actually on the Brute Tigrex specifically is on my final team, along with the Zinogre. If I can get a Stygian Zinogre, that is going to be on my final team. And of course, the Nargacuga. I even have the green Nargacuga, even though technically, I do prefer the standard Nargacuga to the green one. But the green one has better stats. A Stygian you can find on a quest title Last Trial or something along those lines.
My whiskers are going haywire.
Good to know, thank you.
Don't you worry, Anna. As long as we're all together, there's nothing we can't do.
Right.
Yeah, but the Nergigante is not only formidable, it's unique. It's an Elder Dragon killer. It eats Elder Dragons. And not only that, it has such a unique procreation cycle. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Appreciate you being here and for remembering me. I have been good. How have you been? I've had, you know, a roof over my head for a while now. We've been good with that for about a year, a little over a year now. We renewed our lease recently. Let's see. No, wait. Shit. That was a bad idea. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh, never mind. We're good. Doing good, been working like crazy lately. Oh man. Hey, at least you've been good. Hopefully you're taking care of yourself though. Don't forget to do that, my friend. Those spikes absorb bioenergy to make juvenile Nergis? Yes. That's why I said, like, the Nergigante is just so unique. It is one of the more unique black dragons out there. Don't die on me, Cheval. Or, we can't lose this. Well, we can. I don't want to. Isn't Nergi isn't a Black Dragon class elder? It isn't? I thought Nergigante was under the Black Dragon classification. Interesting, though. No, for the foreseeable future, me and Nintendo have parted ways, or at the very least, me and Pokemon have parted ways. I'll let it live in the memory of my nostalgia. Oh, God. And they got that title because of causing mass destruction. Okay, good to know. Just a big old spiky boy, right? Oh, wait, no, I'm doing the wrong attack. God damn it. Still going on with the voice actings. At the moment, not much. I'm hoping I can do better and figure something out. Alright. We are not doing well. Okay. Come on. At least our gun lance is doing good. What weapon do you like? The gun lance. The gun lance is my main weapon. Oh, my nose. Just keeps regenerating. Come on, do some damage. There we go. I'm gonna head off to read a few chapters of Berserk, go to bed. I got work tomorrow. Alright, Jordan, you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Holy crap. Try to stop by next stream. Well, next stream, thank you so much. Next stream will be Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, God. Yeah, we're probably gonna die. Top favorite monsters are the Lucent, Nargacuga, Brute Tigrex, Hellblade, Glavenus, Espinas, and the Najarala. Oh, okay. Wait, it's back to technical attacks? Or am I wrong there? No, it is back to technical. Okay. Yeah, there needs to be more snake wyverns. I mean, you can't get rid of Ratha. Let's put it that way. So, no matter what, you're going to have Ratha on your team. Since excluding subspecies, we only got one. Ah. Which, that's disappointing. Hey, what's up, Yuki? I'm just wearing, I mean, honestly, I'm just wearing a Levi's shirt and some some black sweats, comfortables. And it's going good. How you doing? You just keep regenerating. I don't think we can kill this thing. I might be going for the wrong part. I don't know. Doing good, doing good. Big thanks for a rating last night, bro. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. Well, I'm glad that I was able to at least bring a smile to your stream. Okay. Hydrate, that's a good idea. Which is why my Monster Hunter project, I'm making a new snake wyvern that lives in the wetlands based off a sea snake. Ooh. And Carlos, thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. And we're up to 8,300 likes. I do love watching your stream, but if you had to cancel all your streams to get into voice acting, would you? Yes, I would. Keep in mind, I would get back into streaming at some point, or at the very least, I would try to make content so that I could continue to reach out to my community because y'all are important to me. Ah, shit. No, why are you speed now? I should get into Monster Hunter, but I also want to get into Ghost of Tsushima, Sekiro, Black Myth, Wukong, Ghost of Yotai. So many games, too many. And I get that, trust me. I really, really get that.
Take care of yourself.
Hey, what's up, 10th Digidestin? How are you? Valorant sub can be both a full-time VA and VTuber. I think you could do both. There's Aurelio 360. Oops, sorry. No, it's all good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, you're still speed. Yes, this is Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin, which the Monster Hunter Stories is an offshoot of the main Monster Hunter franchise, which is more likened to a rudimentary Souls-like game. A game that reminded me of this called Phantasy Star Universe brings some good memories. Ooh, that's some deep cuts. Wait, who are you doing a speed attack on? Oh, that's the thing.
I let my guard down.
Shit. Come on. I remember playing the online demos so much back in the 360 days, along with Happy Wars, Gears of War, you know, classic good times. Yeah. I remember those good times. Oh god. Ah, fuck. Man.
Time to retreat.
Oh, that sucked.
Welcome. How can I help? Wonderful. Thank you.
Alright. I definitely need to level up a little bit. Oh, wait. Wait. No. This might be a better way to do it. Alright, you. I remember I had Matt's harmonica when I was a child. Ah, that's awesome. Huh. I'm going for it. Simply because I need that gene. Do you ever plan on playing through Mega Man Star Force Collection someday, bro? I would love to see you kick butt on that game. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not sure about that. What you think about Fusion? Digimon Fusion, also known as Digimon Cross Wars, the anime is terrible, the manga is better. The anime is terrible because its plot line is crap. Because Masato Masuka, who is a terrible director, the same director of Dragon Ball Super and the same director of Pretty Cure, which is the only good thing he's ever done. But that's actually the reason why, one, Dragon Ball Super sucks. Well, along with the fact that it's Ikimoto who's writing it, who's a terrible mangaka. And because that is one of the Digimon animes that he worked on top of the Digimon 2020 reboot, both of which are the worst stains on the Digimon franchise. Like, I spit on Digimon Fusion, and I spit on Digimon 2020 reboot. Like, I would probably want them erased from the franchise entirely, and Masato Masuka to never direct ever again. But the manga is so much better. It has a much better storyline, and it's so much better done. And Masato Masuka just completely forgot everything that actually mattered in the manga when it came down to the story of Digimon Fusion, making every other character in the anime a shadow of what they actually are in substance. It's a power monster, really? You know, we can still use it. Alright, and that's fine. I don't ever give these opinions because I ever expect anybody to agree with me. I'm not somebody who garners a cult mentality when it comes down to my opinion. Ultimately, it's a bad story to me. It's really shittily done. It's very surface level, and it's really all about look cool battles, look cool transformations, and no actual substantial storyline or character growth. That's what Masato Masuka is good at, and that's why Dragon Ball Super sucks. The 2020 reboot sucks, and Digimon Fusion, also known as Digimon Cross Wars, sucks. I could go to the bathroom, take a shit and squat out a better story than anything Masato Masuka has ever directed. That's how I feel about it. Do I expect anybody to agree with me? No, I don't. Do I care if anybody agrees with me? Hell the fuck no, I don't. People shouldn't have opinions because they want people to agree with them. People should have opinions because that's what they actually believe in. Alright, so we're gonna train a little bit because we gotta level up some of our monsties and get better skills and stuff. So we're gonna spend the rest of today, rest of this stream, kind of grinding. I apologize, but yeah, I gotta grind up a little bit. Okay, are there any gold monsters around? No. No, Monster Hunter Stories 3 isn't out yet. We're currently playing Monster Hunter Stories 2. Let's put it this way. The only good parts that you see are stuff that he took from other people's work, because Masato Masuka can't do anything original. If you read the manga, you'll realize that anything of substance came from the manga. And that's not him doing it. But, like I said, all of the characters are so much more in-depth than anything Masato Masuka's anime direction could ever be. And that's fine. Like, that's great. Like, you enjoy what you enjoy. If you find merit and joy from both, fuck yeah. You're dead.
Don't miss your chance.
For real, bro, somehow I love everything series and movie-wise that Digimon's ever put out. And that's awesome. Like I said, for me, I've loved everything except for the 2020 reboot and Fusion / Cross Wars. Those are the only ones that I don't like. I feel like I'm lucky. I would say so. I mean, the fact that you can, like, the more joy we can get out of the world and the things that we like is the whole point of living. It's your experiences, your enjoyment, not anybody else's. See, and here's the thing, Monkus. For me personally, when it comes down to interpretation of something that already has established lore and function and story, do not change anything. If you are going to direct something that has already been done, or a book, a manga, a game, whatever. Stick to the source material. Do not change. We don't want your original story using the carcass of the things that we love just so that you don't, just because you, the director or the writer, don't have the balls to showcase your story or your message with your own original characters. Don't use the carcass of the franchise that I love and fuck it because you want to tell a message. Fuck your message. Stick to the source material. Stick to what's there if you're gonna do an established franchise. If you want to tell your own story, tell your own goddamn story with your own goddamn characters. I love it all except for Beat Break. So I've heard the exact opposite of Beat Break. So yeah, that makes sense. I also prefer they don't change. They may improve it, but don't change it. Exactly! Don't change it. Alright, we're just trying to level up here, so we just gotta kill these things. We must kill everything. They all must die. I'm kidding. I don't know, the characters are stereotypical, not really interesting, and the character arcs are for the villains are poorly done. Aww. Okay. I will take that into consideration when I watch it, because I'm waiting for it to be done to start watching it. I don't hate Beat Break, but I personally just can't get into it either. Alright. Do you play Digimon Stories Time Stranger 2, and how does the gameplay compare to Monster Hunter Stories wise as RPG? So Monster Hunter Stories is its own genre of gameplay, mainly because it is a JRPG style creature collector game, much like into that of Digimon, or you know, the original one that got famous, Dragon Quest, and everything else subsequently that was inspired by it, like Pokemon, which was inspired by Dragon Quest. This game has an element of AI behavior, or you know, AI behavior within your monsters, which can determine a lot of different things. Whereas in Digimon Stories Time Stranger, you have direct control over all of the movements of every piece on the field that is yours. So there is differences and nuance in the gameplay of different types of RPGs. That is something that I'll also consider. How are you not dead? It'd be better off, it would likely be better off if Tamers doesn't get continued, but I think it would be cool if Tamers got rebooted if it was done right. I don't want a reboot. That's the thing. Like, I don't want reboots. I want more original stories. That's actually one of the things that I enjoy about Beat Break. I haven't watched it yet, but I already give it merit because it's a new story. New characters. Even new Digimon. Do not touch what has already been written. That's why the 2020 reboot is such shit. It's why it's also not canon. No reboots. Just like no capes. You know what I want with Tamers, though? I want it to be re-released with its color corrected, its sound corrected, and essentially being a remaster release of Tamers with no changes other than color correction, it being available in HD, and on a modern medium like a stream service. But no changes. It needs color correction? Well, okay, not specifically, but the American release does need color correction, and that's mainly because of it was being released for Technicolor. So there are small color corrections. It's just for the English dub, yes. Alright, wait. Did we gain levels? We gained levels. Level 21s and 31s. No, I still need to level you guys up. It's like, yeah, I see. Kind of like Monster Hunter Stories, it does feel closer to Persona than Digimon or Pokemon somewhat. And also, for all of the dubs that are based on the English dub... Wait, what? I mean, if you're gonna... Well, that's the thing. Re-releasing it and remastering it and redoing and stabilizing the audio also comes with the added bonus of increased dub so that there is accessibility for all languages, or more, at least more languages. It's a way, in my opinion, to really preserve older media. I hope it will include a Hebrew dub. That would be cool. Oh god, excuse me. Are the Digimon movie collections include other dubs? I'm not sure, to be honest, Digidestin, because I only have the movies on digital from Amazon Prime or Prime Video. I've been thinking about getting Time Strangers, but I was a bit afraid I couldn't finish it. I just couldn't finish any Pokemon games, and I spent a year reaching like 60% on Monster Hunter Stories DX. So I will say, I mean, it depends on what you're going for. I like Time Strangers, and I love the story, and that is the main reason why I beat the game, for the story. But I'm not a completionist, so I wouldn't be somebody who would go for completing the entirety of the field guide to have every Digimon catalog. Same thing with Monster Hunter Stories. I'm not going to sit here and obsess and complete the monster guide. I would do some research and look it up before any purchases, obviously, digital purchases or otherwise, to see whether or not it is available in the language that you are looking for, so that you can watch it comfortably. I look for it, but I can't really find anything. Ah, okay. Damn. So I do apologize. That might mean that it isn't available in that instance, and that's in that way. I'll try again later. Yeah, keep looking, because I can't say for certain, because obviously I'm not... There's only so much I know. I know as much as every other consumer out there in that regard. Alright, we're going for the stomach. Well, that's what I meant, that if it's done right, I don't want to be like the reboot of Digimon Adventure. Yeah. I mean, that would be great if they did a re-release like that. And what's up, Clerk? Or
Don't rest just yet.
Clerk? Well, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. So you went to technical. I'm gonna guess that you're doing speed attack. So technical? Haha, I was right! What game is this? This is Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Right on. I'm pretty new to Digimon, so I'm testing the waters. What got me is Agumon and Lady Devimon. Oh my. Now let me tell you something kind of interesting. Digimon don't technically have a gender. They don't have plumbing. There are no parts. Everything is just surface level. They've got the Ken doll going on. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because everybody needs a poopa. That's why they invited me, Potty Poopa. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with... Well, I'm not kidding about that being actually lore canon true. But I'm just fucking with you, you know. See, I honestly wish they give every Digimon season a season 2. I mean, that'd be kind of interesting, but I don't know if there would be a way to do a continuation for Digimon Tamers, like an O2 crew. If anything were to be done within the Tamers universe, Ryo Akiyama. We need the story that's never been told on screen. Only been told by fucking WonderSwan. I will never forgive Bandai Namco for the fucking WonderSwan. Why? Why did you think that was a good idea? Like, no. But we need Ryo Akiyama's story. Like, done either in a movie, an anime series, or something. If no butt, then how poop? That's what a butt's for. Nah, Ryo needs his own season, right? Ryo needs his own fucking full-on anime, I agree. What are we even talking about? Come on. Level-wise... I still want you all to get your levels. You're just not strong enough yet. Let's see, Digimon have no plumbing, but they do the doo-doo. Oh, that's what you mean. Let's put it this way. They have a cloaca. That's about it. But poop doesn't necessarily come out in the way that you think it does. It more so just dissipates from a specific area of them. Mostly in their, bottom region. But doesn't come out through a hole. It's more like waste data being excreted through pores. Or through data mesh. But this is so not a discussion I want to have. Imagine Rio crossover season where he jumps between all the worlds and meets Tai, Takato, and all. Yeah, that would be cool. You do realize that more than birds have. Well, birds are technically reptiles, so that doesn't. You know what? I'm not comfortable. I don't want to keep talking about this. This is a very uncomfortable conversation. Me no likey. I was going to say I feel about a reboot of Tamers. I think there's more room to go into depth of Rio's character. Yes, there is. There's a lot of room because nobody knows about the whole thing involving Rio. Like nobody knows unless you played the Wonder Swan games. God damn it, Large Moose. Hell, I don't think anybody even knows how important Rio Akiyama is to the entirety of the digital multiverse. There wouldn't be a digital multiverse if it weren't for... There wouldn't be any multiverse if it wasn't for Rio Akiyama. There would be no verse. You want to know something real sad? Here's a sad truth. Here's a sad fucking truth. Rio Akiyama saved everybody. Except Kayuman. Except Kaluman. Why? Because Kaluman was specifically created to observe and research Rio Akiyama and his unique connection to the digital multiverse because of everything he's done. And you know what Kaluman got for, you know, a thanks for doing all that? Disseminated into nothingness. Let's see, bro really is the unsung hero of Digimon. Yep. I remember getting really confused when they announced new Digimon anime where all the characters just regular teenagers with school uniforms. I thought they're tackily dressed because that's their norm. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like every school, like every public school in Japan, all have school uniforms. They're not like here in the States where we can wear whatever the hell we want. Nobody is watching Tamer, sees Rio, and they're like, yo, it's a Wonder Swan reference. Exactly. Nobody gets it. They saw Rio, honestly, when Rio first appeared on the screen, because I didn't know about the Wonder Swan games when I was first watching it, when I was a little fucking knee-high shithead. I see Rio Akiyama just fucking show up out of nowhere with Justimon, and I'm like, who the hell is this motherfucker? That's the first thought that went through my head. Who the fuck is that? He's talking real important, but I don't know who the hell he is. That's my first experience with Rio Akiyama. Wonder Swan, I swear, Bandai Namco, you make the worst decisions with that shit. Japan wears school uniforms, but I miss my cowboy Mimi Tachikawa. Okay, but that's because Mimi was rich as fuck and went to the States a lot. I thought she was gonna double down going all cowboy. I mean, she's a fashionista. That's what she does. That's her thing. Privileged girl. Yeah, that's literally what Mimi was. Mimi was the rich girl. Oh, let's go take Daddy's private plane. Your dad has a private plane? Bitch, what? Bro, Japan has cool uniforms. In Israel, our uniforms is just a plain shirt with a school logo. It's not fair. Hey, keep in mind, Digidestin, like, there's a flip side to that, because people in Japan think it's not fair that they have to wear the school uniform sometimes. God damn it. Okay, going back to Ratha now. Go back to Power. Other than Digimon, do you have any other complaints about the Wonder Swan? Yeah, the Wonder Swan was a terrible system. If you look at the Wonder Swan, both the original Wonder Swan and the updated Wonder Swan, because they came out with 2 fucking versions of that piece of shit. The controller place, or the button placement of that is carpal tunnel incarnate. It was not ergonomic. There is nothing intuitive about the button placement of the Wonder Swan or the updated Wonder Swan. And yes. There was, like I said, there is no merit. There is nothing anyone can tell me about the Wonder Swan that'll make it good. Like, the whole point of the Wonder Swan was actually meant to compete with Nintendo, because at the time, you know, because it's no longer the case anymore, but at the time, Nintendo's whole shtick about gaming was they were the affordable one. That was their whole thing. The Game Boy was for, you know, your Joe Schmo. It wasn't meant to be like you're getting this crazy system known as the PlayStation that is high-end, or the Sega that costs this much. The Nintendo was actually one of the cheaper systems out there. And, you know, Bandai Namco, with their you know, genius planning and marketing, were like, okay, we're gonna make the Wonder Swan, and it's gonna be cheaper. Only it wasn't cheaper. Now they aren't affordable and still aren't on par with current gens, so I don't know. I love Nintendo, but yeah, no, me and Nintendo, we are not good bedfellows. I have no love in my heart at the moment for Nintendo. I don't play Pokemon games anymore. I'm disillusioned by their bullshit. No, yeah, that is very true. Affordability, and they did something to keep their old games alive. They were one of the main proprietors of the preservation of older games. And they still technically are. How the Switch had its old arcade, where we got a lot of the older games. It's just nowadays they're using it as a point to get all your money. They got greedy with that shit.
Well, that's that.
And they decide to go sue people that do games better than them in the ones that they wanted to do and were planning on doing, and all of a sudden someone sends it out like, oh shit, now we gotta sue them. Talking about Power World. And here's the thing. Some people don't realize of what Nintendo's actual game is when it comes to that lawsuit with Power World. The lawsuit with Power World isn't about winning the lawsuit. It's about keeping the lawsuits going and cycling until Power World, or the studio that made Power World, goes bankrupt. Because they don't have nearly as much money as Nintendo does. That's what big companies do when they sue indie studios or independent developers. They don't sue them to win. They sue them to bankrupt them. And I love Frontier. Digimon Frontier was one of my favorite seasons, or one of my favorite Digimon series, mainly because they broke the mold. They went in a different direction, and I love that. They did it so well. Fucking Digimon Power Rangers? Hell the fuck yes. Like, I am all for that. Let's see. Yeah, I can't hook up an adapter and play DS on my Switch. Yeah, that's sad. They also constantly made game collections for older games so that you could play old games no matter what console. And that is something I love. Let's see, it's crazy because Power World is just Arc with cuter skins and barely scratches anything Pokemon. Exactly. But it's because they wanted to release Poketopia. Because Poketopia was essentially supposed to be what Power World is, only a lot cuter and more farm-based. But Power World beat them to it and gave it a little more edgier spin to it, and reached out to a wider player base. And Pokemon were like, nah, we can't have anybody upstage us. We're gonna sue you until we bankrupt you, because that's what big companies do. Remember that, everybody. Whenever you see a big company suing a producer of an item that they would produce but does it better, or an indie game studio, they're not suing to win the lawsuit. They're suing to bankrupt. Because that's how it works. Suing somebody is a civil suit, you know? There's little to no actual like judge and jury to it. So you can sue anybody for anything as long as you have the money to keep the lawsuits going. And it costs money to fight a lawsuit too. And J-Core, thank you for that follow here on the Twitch side. See, I swear I was wheezing on the floor when Power World announced their farming sim in Power World game a week after Poketopia. Exactly. The shit's not just uncanny and coincidental. It's fucking intentional. Yeah, I like Frontiers more than Tamers, to be honest. I would actually have to agree. Like, it's an unpopular opinion because there are many people out there that don't like Tamers, but I love I don't like Frontier, but I love Frontier. Like, I love Frontier. Another reason I love Digimon so much is that most anime don't have manga, so there isn't pretentious manga fans, right? And the thing is, a lot of the manga coincides with how it happens in the anime. Hell, Digimon Adventure actually has a lot of crossover with Digimon V-Tamers manga. Did you play Resident Evil 9 yet? No, I can't afford it right now. I do want to get it, but I can't afford it right now. Does Monster Hunter Stories 2 have an in-game mechanic? What do you mean by an in-game mechanic? What kind of in-game mechanic are you looking for specifically? Already rainbow. Yeah, no, we're taking that one. It's already a rainbow. We're going out with a rainbow. And what's up, Pico DTV? Appreciate you being here. We're up to 9,800 likes here on the TikTok side as well. Thank you. How we feeling, brother? Oh, we're feeling fucking fantastic. Thank you for asking, my friend. Alright, we'll fight you. We'll fight you. I am trying to level up at the moment, so there is that. Ow, excuse you. But how are you doing, Pico DTV? Can't complain. Cannot speak myself. Can't complain. Glad to hear it. Alright, map. I'm a map, I'm a map, I'm a map. Anything positive to talk about? Well, I just finished recording the last of my Monster Hunter Wild series, and I'm going to start working on some new other things. And yeah, I'm actually excited for what I'm going to be working on for my YouTube. I even had somebody who actually requested I do a reading of a very specific piece of work, which I'm keeping that a little bit close to the chest because I want to record it without any pressure. But the last few recordings that I've done of the request haven't really panned out as well as I wanted to do it, so I'm working on it. Dude, I remember I used to love Dora. Dora the Explorer. We're gonna run away! Your song reminded me of it. I'm a map, I'm a map, I'm a map. Alright, we need... this. And that. And then map. Ooh, another. I'm getting all of these gold dens because it also helps me with levels. You know the Hebrew dub of it teached English instead of Spanish. Really? Interesting. Really? Huh. That's very different. Also kind of unexpected. Alright. It's an ivory Lagiactorus. grabbing all of the things that we can. Yeah, because we need to learn Spanish in Israel of all places. Okay. It's like one of the required languages that's part of your curriculum as you grow up. I want a rainbow egg? But rainbow egg. Rainbow egg! I'm taking it, and I'm running. We have mandatory English classes since 3rd grade. Okay. Did you work today? Of course. I work full-time! But yeah, I did work today. Today was actually my Friday. Ooh, there's another gold Monsterdon. I'm going for it. I'm grabbing as many of these eggs as I possibly can. And I'm going to kill this brute. Alright, you're definitely power. Rawr. You play on PC? Yes. Currently, PC is really all I've got. What are your thoughts on Pokemon Origins? That's one of my favorite Pokemon series as a kid. I actually didn't watch Pokemon Origins. When it came down to it, the only Pokemon series that I watched when it came down to the anime were up to Pokemon Diamond... No, up to... Up to, I think, like, a little bit past the Orange Islands. No, way past the Orange Islands, because I also did Johto. I'm not sure how far I got into Pokemon, to be honest. When I was a kid, I was the biggest Pokemon. I mean, when I was a... Let's see. I still have a love for Pokemon. I just have no love for Nintendo and the Pokemon Company and their greed. The franchise, the stories, the memories, I still love. You just utterly hated it. I get that. See, me, I was one of those people that loved Pokemon and Digimon at the same time, as well as Monster Rancher. But I was also the same kid that also loved Star Trek and Star Wars, and told everybody, listen, if you want me to hate one side or the other, I hate you for trying to make me choose. I was that kid. I will say, Letterboy, though, for me, I was a bigger lover of the Pokemon manga and the Pokemon comic book. And I say that because there is a distinction. The Electric Adventures of Pikachu were actually originally printed in comic book fashion rather than manga fashion. So that's why Electric Adventures of Pikachu, I always called it the Pokemon comic book, whereas the Pokemon Adventure... that involved the stories of Red and Blue and all of the colored individuals, Red, Blue, or Yellow, yeah, were actually printed in manga fashion. In my school, it was always Beyblade, then Pokemon, then Digimon, and almost no Bakugan. Yeah, Beyblade got banned in my school, from middle school to, from middle school, elementary up to middle school era. It got banned. And that was mainly because me and another kid, he brought his from Japan, I brought mine from Korea. We both brought metal Beyblades to school. And apparently some of the kids cried to their moms about there being a Beyblade gambling ring, and Beyblade was banned from the school. Yu-Gi-Oh! I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! I even went to tournaments for Yu-Gi-Oh! But sadly, all of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks, even my tournament-winning decks that I had, were stolen by my ex. A card game called Super Gold. Huh. Wait, no, speed attack. Shit. I screwed up. Because the metal ones would cut the shit out of you. Not only that, though, the metal ones, when they went into contact with any of the plastic ones, shattered. Utter shattered. It was like plastic fucking rain. So they didn't like that. See, all you did was slap the card with both hands and it created a vacuum to flap the card. Huh. To flip the card. Twas the golden days. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Back when back in the days when the strongest banned cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That were incredibly impossible to get an actual official printing of were the Egyptian god cards. I remember that. Never imagined Pokemon would be so expensive nowadays, alright? Everyone likes soccer, including me, so of course everyone liked the soccer card game. Ah. Ow. There we go. Dual kinship skills. Faded Melon, thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate that, everybody. Y'all are awesome. This has got to kill you, right? Yeah, you're dead. Some more Brute Tigrex stuff? Or Tigrex stuff? Alright, you know what? We've been on for too long. Let's see, it's because traditional card games, it wasn't just for the nerds to play. Everyone played it. Ah, I get that. It had Israeli teams on it. Ah. Audio's kind of screwed, yeah. I saw the warrant, and there was an error that just occurred, so the audio got screwed. So, this is a good place for me to also end the stream. And so that, you know, I don't hurt your ears, I'm going to do that. Alright, everybody, here on the YouTube side, Twitch side, and everybody, thank you all so much for being here, for hanging out. Give me 1 second, because we always like to raid out and end stream that way. Oh, shit, yeah. You know what? We're raiding out to my buddy Ragzin because he is live. So please show them the same amount of love that y'all have shown me. Thank you all so much for today, for this week. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun, I will see everybody again next week on Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that we can be live again. Okay, so Regson doesn't want to raid. It's okay. All right, we're going to go raid to Mr. Geeky Leather then.